Hello, boys and girls. My name is Sticky. Welcome to another episode of I Am a Work of Art. In today's episode, we meet 13-year-old ballroom dancer Curtley and his partner Kisha. They've been dancing for 4 years together and are working towards the South African Championships. Come along, let's go!
My name is Curtley Clausen. I'm 13 years old. My talent is dancing, so I do ballroom and Latin American dancing. My favorite color is blue and white, and I'm in grade 7 at the moment. And basically, I like to do dancing, I do fishing, I play golf with my father. So I'm actually very busy. I started when I was 9 years old. I danced for 4 years now.
I'm Naomi, I'm Curtley's mom.
And I'm Curtis, I'm Curtley's dad.
My sister actually took him to the dance studio in Annandale, and just to basically expose him to it, for him to see, what it's about, to get him to do something after school.
And I actually enjoyed it.
His mom used to be a dancer, so he got that from her, So I don't think for him it was very easy. It was very easy.
Ballroom dancing is a dance that includes all European dance styles such as the waltz and Latin American dance styles such as the rumba, tango, and cha-cha.
Curtley was still in crèche. He was fortunate enough to have a teacher at Feed My Lambs that she loves music, she loves dancing, she gets the kids very involved in dancing. And from that time, when he was in the concerts, performing on stage, that's where we thought, maybe it's something that he would be interested in. And I think that's where the thought came from, to say, what, let him go and see what dancing is all about. If he does want to get involved in that, that's something that we can look at. But also there's hip-hop and other dance genres as well that we were considering. And he just chose to do the ballroom and Latin American dancing.
I have a partner named Kisha. We started together. I was 9 and she was 8.
My name is Kisha Ballroom and I do ballroom and Latin. The person who encouraged me to dance was my mother.
My name is Fabian Brown and I'm Kisha's father.
My name is Natasha Brown and I'm Kisha's mom. I just said to her, let's go have a look. Just try it and see if you like it. And because she used to dance at home. Every song that comes up, she dances. And I said to her, let's go try ballroom. And she said, okay. And that's where she is today.
I was doing single entry, and then the instructor said, okay, here's a partner for you. You improve yourself and you can start dancing with your partner. Curtley and I met in 2012.
We've been dancing together ever since. We haven't broken up, nothing, for 4 years now. So we know already each other's weaknesses and strengths, work on each other's weaknesses and strengths. So yeah, we came a long road so far.
We practice the whole week. On a Monday, we have one of the professional mentors that normally comes out and help them on a Monday. And then Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursday we practice from 4 until 9. And then on a Friday we go to Tyrone, who helps them as well, who choreographs the routines for them.
Well, since last year in the beginning, we danced 4 Super Series, which allows you to qualify for your SA colors. Which, when you get your SA colors, you go overseas to go represent your country.
Curtley and Kisha took part in the annual World Dance Council Amateur League, for Ballroom and Latin American Dance World Cup and Fred Astaire Championships in Paris, where they came 27th. While they were there, they visited the Eiffel Tower and spent a day at Disneyland Paris.
I went with my parents to Paris. Before the competition, we went to the Eiffel Tower.
He took us to Paris. He took us to the Eiffel Tower. He took us to Disneyland. So yes, it was It was something that, they've been working on for like 2 years. So they then decided that they're going to put in the effort. They really want to get their SA colors qualified and actually go and compete in Paris.
It was very cold. We're not used to the cold weather. But I think the excitement of being overseas, not only for the competition, but just being there and doing the sightseeing.
I saw a lot of other talents as well that was there, and it was actually a very nice experience to see other people dance just as well.
Didn't expect to go far because it was our first time and we never knew how difficult it would be. But it was a good experience.
It was very entertaining. I saw couples that's stronger than me, made me want to improve myself, make me want to improve my dancing in particular. So it allowed me to see better dancing so that I can start working on my dancing to improve it to get to their levels.
The two dance so well together. I can't wait to see what else they have in store for us after the break. Stay tuned. We will be right back. Welcome back, guys. You're watching I Am a Work of Art. I'm ready to learn more about ballroom dancing.
My name is Barbara Kutsia, and I'm an educator at Mid-Enadale Primary School. I used to dance. I started dancing when I was 5.5 years old. And since then I was dancing for 10 years and then I stopped dancing. The reason why I started dancing was because my father was quite forceful. He wanted us to do something as children. It was either karate, because that's what we had in Enadale. So we moved from karate to swimming, and then eventually we stopped at dancing. And when I saw dancing, I immediately fell in love with it. So that's why I started dancing.
Barbara used to dance. She was 2 years in a row junior champion, 4 years in a row youth champion, and 2 years again adult champion.
My mother got her in so she could show us how she used to dance and how to get us into that, because she started the same age as us.
Let's do one first. 1, stop right there. And you show people that line. You stop there, okay? Second line. Stop there. Go back. Close your fingers. Third line. Fourth line. That's it.
Yeah, she is tough on us because she wants us to be the best that we can be. So really, she just wants the best for us.
So while you were doing the basic, was there anything that you felt was a bit uncomfortable or that you are not sure of when doing your basic? The one. And I'm glad you said that, because that's actually what I'm seeing while you are dancing your routine, okay? You are not driving enough on one. The one is not big enough. Remember, when you dance the waltz, it's a lot of work. It's hard work, but it has to look effortless. The person looking at you, for that person, it has to look effortless, but you are putting in a lot of work. So what we are going to do now is dance another round, pushing the one, okay? Let's do that, come.
Before, we used to normally, then we play around at practice, so then she started coming in and now there's no more playing around. So now we actually work.
6, 7, 8. 3, 4. That's it. Curtley is a dedicated dancer as well as a talented dancer. When I met them for the first time, I was quite impressed because they are not a beginner couple. When I met them, they are a championship couple. So I was quite impressed with their dancing. What I've been working on him with is that they're a bit short. They're a short couple, right? So what I'm working on Curtley is I want him to dance big. I want him to stand out. So that's mainly what I am working on with him. And when you go into this step, Curtley, when you go into it, I want you to take your head to the right first and then roll it over to the left, okay? It will make you look bigger, okay, and your line longer. Kisha is a very tiny girl, but she's a firecracker. 2, 3. Now, Kisha, here for me. Remember to take your head to the left, okay? So what I'm working on with her as well is standing up more. And here and there, I worked on her footwork. So with Kisha as well, getting her up from the floor, standing up, dancing big. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1.
So some weaknesses in Latin is to connect. So I don't really connect with the audiences and things like that. So that's my weaknesses really. And then in ballroom sometimes my hold gets a bit tired, so then I drop it. So she already knows when I drop it, she mustn't hang that much. So then I can just lift it up.
Going to hold. Every time you do this, you're shortening your lines. Keep it up there so you have long lines, okay?
I think they do make a very good partnership because of their length. A lot of couples struggle with that. Curtley is a bit taller than Kisha, and people always want to ask us, how do they get it right? Because other couples struggle, they break up because it just doesn't work for them. But I must say for Kisha and Curtley, it really works.
It was quite difficult to get used to the partnership, but at the end it worked out.
I see them playing together, but when they're in the dance floor, it's a different story. You know, then the dynamics of that relationship come into play. So they do fight. Kisha do come home at times and complain about Curtley, and then I just say to Tasha, it's that normal relationship. But in general, they work well together. They just gel together well.
Ballroom dancing takes two people, and it is important that you communicate with your partner, practice more, and get to know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and help each other to improve.
That's it. More, Kisha. There, more. Okay? Let me see it from the top of the arm movements again. The V, and you leading with your shoulders. For a teenager or any child, I think it is important for them to do extramural activities. It cannot just be schoolwork, going to school, coming home, doing homework. There has to be something else. There has to be an outlet somewhere else. And I think that is what dancing does for our children and for our community. So from school, it's going home, it's getting something to eat, it's doing homework, it's going to dance. So there's something to do, and it keeps them away from mischief.
My parents actually doesn't allow me to do ballroom unless my schoolwork is up to date, so I have to keep my schoolwork up to date.
From my perspective, it's because he has a passion for it. So, if he was not really interested, then, what's the use of pushing him and driving him to do it? But because he decided that, instead of being in the street and just hanging out in front of the TV and things, that is actually something else that I want to do. And so for me, it's just a matter of supporting him. And for as long as this is what he wants to do, we'll be there to support him.
As a child, the dance creates a certain confidence in them. It gives them a sense of achievement. And I can see that she enjoys the spotlight at times, although she's a very shy girl. But I think she enjoys being out in the crowd and, having that spotlight. And, it just flourishes with her.
Dancing helps me because it takes me far. It will take me far, and it helps me get on TV a lot.
Keeps you fit.
Elegant, yes.
It's elegant, yes. It's very elegant. For a boy, it's that posture and gentleman.
I told him, I want you to become the world champion one day. I mean, he can only turn pro when he's 18. But I said to him, you know what, don't turn pro when you're 18. Turn pro after 21. First get your amateur under 21 title as well. And I told him, I'll put in everything as long as you committed and you put in everything. I mean, I see him as a pro. I mean, he's a very, very talented dancer. And I wouldn't like him to waste his time and waste his talent, of being in the streets or something else. So I will support him, whatever he wants to do.
Let me see it from the top of the arm movements again. The V, and you leading with your shoulders. The two of them will be going very far if they continue the way they are dancing at the moment. Quality is very good, and their dedication. So for me, I don't see them staying in South Africa. I definitely see them going overseas and competing overseas.
I see Curtley and I in a few years doing professional and doing Las Vegas overseas comps.
Curtley and Kisha have a lot of support from their teacher, and this is one of the reasons they are doing so well. She teaches them about posture, making it work with different heights and more. Stay tuned for more elegant moves after the break. Welcome back, friends. You are still tuned into I Am a Work of Art. Curtley and Kisha are about to meet a popular ballroom dancer. Not only is he great, but he's also a judge on South Africa's dance show. Come along and let's find out who it is.
I'm Harold van Buren, dance coach, trainer, adjudicator, dance lover. My passion is dance, my all is dance. That's who I am.
Harold van Buren has choreographed so many acts all over the world on both television and theatre. He was a part of Strictly Come Dancing for 2 seasons, and he is the head judge on So You Think You Can Dance.
Do you have a set warm-up? How do you start warming up in a normal day? How does that work? Okay, after that, do you connect? Let me see you connect. Do you connect with each other? What do you do? Connect. Good. Right. Good. Now, very importantly, when you do this, try to always keep your back straight. Keep your back straight. Connect. Now bring down, stretch, keep looking at him. Keep looking at him. Don't stop looking at him. Don't drop the head. Keep going, keep going. Can you feel it stretches? More. Now you do the same. Keep looking at her.
The session was very exciting for me. We got to learn a lot of things that we didn't know that we should have been doing.
That's a true stretch, okay? Don't round the back. You want to keep it elongated. You know what I'd like to give you as advice? I'd like you two to first connect. Connect with each other. There you go. Right? Now you feel. Now give me more into your hands. There you go. Right? Now feel. Can you feel where I am? And then you lead her. Open. That's it. On. Through. Can you see I'm not holding her? I'm just moving. That's what I want you to do. Start your connection that way so that you get that true connection between the two of you, okay?
Well, we learned how to connect correctly before starting to dance.
The connection between dancers is vital. Every single movement is as a result of the connectivity between the partners. How that blood flows through his body, how his muscles work, is what is going to ignite her and move her. That's what makes what we do so powerful. And not anybody can just do it. You have got to get together and work together with perfect synergy and in absolute harmony. So if you don't get that switched on, it is going to impact on your dancing, and you are not going to have fluid movement. You're not going to have the sharpness you need. You're not going to have the power you need, because your bodies will always fall short of the exact moment of execution. Your job to lead the partnership. When you hear the timing, you go. And you follow beautifully, all right? When I look at them, they are exactly where they need to be at the right time. But it is up to us to get them those platforms in which they can excel. That's the problem, because they come in that young. When you go overseas and you travel and you're in Europe or America or even Russia and you see the kids their age, this is what they're doing. They're working so hard. Their competition out there is tough. It's rife. It's cutthroat. And only the best man and lady wins. 1, 3, 5. Here we go.
Today we did Ramba and Jive, so he showed us what we should do in those two dances to make ourselves stronger.
Yes, better. So when you practice, do these moves, okay? Because I find you're a little bit held in jive. You need to breathe, you need to move. The big thing I want to give as feedback to Curtley and Kisha, they've got such talent. Her legs, I mean, she's just got the most exquisite legs. But what I want to give to them is, do not be shy for the talent that God has given you. It is your talent to own. It is your talent to give. It is your talent to love. Share it with passion, share it with fire. Be confident, be strong, and show each and every person, including the judge who is going to adjudicate you, that you're there to mean business. Do not look down. Look up into their faces and give it.
My name's Curtley Claassen.
My name is Kisha Brown, and we do ballroom and Latin dancing, and we are work of art.
After today, I want to go and practice some dance moves. I've enjoyed watching Curtley and Kisha waltzing on the floor, and I have no doubt that they'll go all over the world with their art. See you again next week with another work of art. Bye-bye for now.